The birds that flew in a spiral for hours, 2011, Wellington, New Zealand. It began with a sound, soft, distant, like the stirring of wind before a storm. But it wasn't wind, it was wings, thousands of them. And by the time anyone in Wellington realized what was happening, the sky above the city had transformed into something no one had ever seen before. Just after 5 p.m., as commuters rushed toward buses and families prepared for dinner, a single flock of starlings appeared over the harbor. At first, they moved in a loose wave, a common sight on New Zealand evenings. But then their formation tightened, their movements sharpened, and suddenly, as if following a signal no human could hear, the birds began to spiral. At first, the spiral was small, just a dark ring shifting above the waterfront. But within minutes, more birds joined, thousands streaming in from every direction, until the entire sky became a massive turning vortex. People stopped in the streets, drivers left cars idling, children pointed upward, their faces lit by the warm orange glow of the setting sun behind the swirling mass of wings. The spiral rose higher and higher and higher, and then it began to pulse. Witnesses said it looked like the sky was breathing. The birds expanded outward in a giant ring, then collapsed inward again, folding perfectly into a tight column that twisted like a slow tornado. Over and over, pulse after pulse, pattern after pattern, every move synchronized, flawless, as if tens of thousands of creatures shared a single brain. Some people felt a strange calm, as if the world had paused for them. Others felt uneasy, like they were watching something ancient, something they weren't meant to see. A few said the birds weren't just flying, they were communicating. For 2 full hours, the spectacle continued. No breaks, no drifting off, no sign of fatigue, just endless motion, a living sculpture above the city. Scientists later suggested reasons: wind currents, magnetic interference, predator evasion. But even the experts admitted none of those explanations fit what happened that evening. Because when the spiral finally broke, when the birds suddenly stretched outward into a long ribbon and streamed west across the hills, they did it in perfect unison. Not one bird was left behind, not one feather fell. And the moment they vanished, the silence that followed felt impossibly deep, as if the city had been holding its breath the entire time. To this day, no one knows why they came, or how they coordinated so flawlessly. But those who stood beneath that spiraling sky in 2011 swear the same thing. It didn't feel like randomness. It felt like a message. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.